Hey, it's me again, and I know that I said that we were going to do some emergency preparedness videos, and we are, but I was on the front porch looking out in the woods, spotted something, went and got the binoculars. Yep, it's what it was. So it's kind of time sensitive. I didn't want to pass up this opportunity, and hold on, I'll show you what we're doing. Hey family, Darren again. Today I spotted something. I've got a little plastic bag. Hint, hint. We're going in the woods. I'm going to take a shortcut. Don't have to go very far. And we've had a lot of rain, with more rain coming. Let's see. I'm going to look in here. Do you see that? See that orange? This is what we're looking for. I have seen these on live trees. But looky here. Sulfur shelf, or chicken of the woods. These are pretty new. There's some more. There's one coming out. If I were to let this go, it'll probably cover this whole log. So I'm going to save some. I'm going to take the biggest bunch here. And actually, I'm going to fry them up in butter and thyme. And the hickory nut laying down there. There he is. So I'll come out here and get my squirrels, fry me up some squirrels, go along with my mushrooms. This is what you sent a picture of. You had found a bunch. They are absolutely edible, and we love them. Let me get this off of here. Alright, got them in my bag and all. I didn't even cut them off. I just got my hands into there and kind of pulled them away. Left some here and right there to let them spread. And I want to catch them as young as possible, because what will happen as they get older, they tend to get kind of little leathery, tough, woody even, down towards the bases. So a lot of times I'll come in here and I'll just cut the tips off of them. But this whole thing right here is going to be delish. And what we took just off of that is about 1.5 pounds. So butter and thyme, slice them up, fry them, a little bit of salt and pepper. Oh yeah. I'm going to look around and see if I can find any more while we're out here. Now what I like to do is, once I bring them inside, put me a good dose of salt. And I use this is regular old salt, don't contain any iodine or nothing like that. I get enough of that as it is. Then we'll take these out, separate them. I'm looking for wormholes, anything like that. And wormholes will kind of look like, everybody's seen a wormhole in an apple or something. It ain't no different than mushrooms. I don't know why I bother explaining that. But if there are any bugs, them bugs don't like that salt, I tell you that. So, right there you can see what was growing against the tree. That'll get cut off, of course. Got some little pieces. Probably enough. But these are about as tender as it gets. And actually, I've got a bug in the bag. So, yeah. Only one though that I see. So I'm just going to let these soak for a little bit and get off any of the woody parts. And then we're going to fry them up. Alright, thought I'd bring you back over here while the pan's heating up. Something I wanted to show you. These things grow out like this, up, even, and the fibers, if you want to say it has any, tend to run this way. So I slice them across, and that way if you do have, for instance, now I've only got this much fiber going up and down, versus if I slice them long ways, I've got the longer fibers. It's not really fibers because this is actually a parasite that grows on the tree and attacks the tree from the inside out. but they're good for you, they're healthy, and most of all, they are delicious. Alright, now, hope I brought my scissors. It's something I always carry with me. They're airplane friendly and perfect for this job. So if you remember, this is one of our plants that you only have to plant once. And it sits out in the snow covered. I don't do anything with it. Teaching little man how to drive, he ran into the bucket, but it didn't seem to hurt it any. So I'm just gonna, this is one herb. I don't need this much. I could probably do half of this probably, but it's not gonna hurt this plant any. This is thyme. So got my fresh thyme, go back in, get my butter, and we'll start cutting up and frying. Man, don't that look good. And actually that's not all of them. I think I'm just gonna put the rest in the fridge. Now I've cut my heat down to medium, and after I want them to absorb some of this flavor. So I'm looking forward to this. I don't know if you saw it, but Angel made a squash casserole. Thanks to some friends at church that they had a surplus in their garden. And I'm thankful, because I didn't plant no garden. I said I'm gonna let it rest this year. Man, that's something I've really missed. Love garden tomatoes, just garden onions. And since I've let it rest, it seems like the mint that I've got out there is about to take over everything. I'm telling you guys, if you ever decide to plant mint, plant it somewhere that you don't care if it takes over. I put a little patch beside my garden, and now the whole garden area is just covered. I think that needs some more time. Now another method, I like to strip the leaves off, but another method is just to throw the whole sprig in there and then just fish it out later. But I want to eat these little leaves, little bitty tiny things. But man, it's potent. I bet you even some Cajun season would be good on it. Ground turmeric. Need some salt. And some pepper. I gotta go easy on this stuff though. Zion will not eat it. Zion's my little man. I call him little man. He's getting bigger. Alright. I know I'm going to turn this off, and when this gets tender I'm going to turn it up and maybe fry them a little bit. I'll bring you back and show you what that looks like. This is like watching paint dry, I'm sure. Alright. I actually did cut up the rest of those mushrooms that we found, and I've just been letting them simmer with the covered dish. Man, they look great. Got a nice little broth, rich broth at that. Can't remember if I told you that you can pickle these as well. Just cut them into spears or something like that, and it's not far from what we're doing here, except you just stuff them in a jar, add you some white vinegar and cloves of garlic, thyme, salt, pepper, and you want to close them up for about 3 months or so. It's going to take a little while for it to pull all the flavor of the spices that you put in there, but these are looking just about ready. It is time, pun, and I'm going to try this out. Just grab me a random piece. Ooh. Look at this. Yum, yum. If you like mushrooms, I've got turmeric. It will stain you. Oh my goodness. Mmm. The earthiness of the mushroom, the smoothness of butter, mixed with the mystique of thyme, a little bit of salt, pepper. You've got to try it. That's all I can tell you. It is delicious. So thank you, JW. I didn't ask his permission to use his name, so we'll just call him JW, for giving me that text and let me know that the chicken of the woods, or sulfur shelf, is out and about, and you can spot them. Like I said, just look for that orange and yellow. It's sulfur yellow, and that's why it gets its name, sulfur shelf. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and next video, I promise, will be on emergency preparedness. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't done so already, click like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. I've gained a couple of new subscribers over the past 2 days. One yesterday, another one today, and you certainly make a difference. And I'd like to hear your feedback. Let me know what you would like to see, or if you have any questions about emergency preparedness, being out in the woods, then I'd certainly like to hear your questions, and it might inspire me to do a video on your response. Thanks again. We'll see you soon.